Credit is obviously one of the factors that we look at. We want to know if you have comparable history to what you're asking for and things like that. But the other two factors that we're generally looking at is your character and the piece of collateral that you're trying to borrow against. So your character may be your job stability.
You're not looking at my Facebook page, are you?
No, I'm not. Not at
Oh, okay.
all.
Phew. I can still get a
Not
loan.
at all. No, we want to know about your relationship here at DACU. Do you have your checking account here? Do you have your direct deposit here and things like that? That really does take a part into the decision making. And then the other piece is the collateral. As you said, we're borrowing against the value of a piece of collateral. So if you want a $30,000 loan, but the piece of collateral that you're trying to borrow against is only worth $15,000 or $20,000, then that creates a little bit of an issue. So the collateral is a big piece of it, and sometimes can outweigh the other factors if you are in a great equity position. Same thing if it's a $30,000 car and you're only needing $20,000 on it, then that's a much different equity position that we're looking at.
And that helps us really mitigate risk, right? It's
Absolutely.
kind of what we're looking at it from a DACU perspective. What is the possibility that those payments aren't made or aren't met?
Absolutely. I mean, we're us being a credit union, we're lending out our members money. And so we want to make sure, every loan that we do is an investment for the credit union. We want to make sure that we're lending out our members money to people that we think are going to pay it back.
And that's not always a exact science, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's risk involved in all of it. Even perfect credit scores with great character and easy collateral can end up in a situation where they walk away from the loan or the piece of property that they've secured it against, right?
Yep, absolutely. And we perfect credit score, as you said, people expect sometimes that they're going to get approved no matter what, but I mean it may be as simple as what you're using the loan for that we don't borrow, we don't lend for that reason. You could be buying a car for your friend or something like that. That's just not something we do. So your credit score isn't going to make up for the fact that you're kind of outside our program parameters.
Program parameters. Now that's an interesting term. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I think every lender has things that they just don't want to do. Straw purchases, what I just talked about, is absolutely one of them. Another thing may be that unsecured personal loan for a down payment on a house. It's just one of the things that we just don't do.
That's really interesting. That's one thing that I've learned, being new to this world, financial institutions. I just assumed every credit union, every bank, had their list of these are the loans, pick and choose. It's a menu, but it's really not.